Hey everyone, welcome back to the latest episode of EntertainmentBoo.com's proper podcast. Not that we dislike our no pun intended in the tube specials, but we're fucking better. So we're here, we're back, we're ready to talk about a little expansion coming out next week for a game that some of you may have heard about or have played for the past year straight. And that, my friends, is Bungie's Destiny. More particular, Bungie's Destiny: The Taken King. So the expansion drops next week, September 15th, for the 360, PS3, PS4, and Xbox One. So I'm joined tonight with my man Keith. We're going to have this is what we're framing as our Destiny with Destiny podcast. So we're just going to sit around and talk about kind of our experience with Destiny up until now, if we even have any experience, as well as what we're thinking about The Taken King and could it possibly draw us back in if we have not been playing. So that's kind of going to be tonight's jiving we'll be doing. So let's get down to it. Keith, good to have you on the cast again. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing very well. It's good to be back. Been too damn long.
Yeah, actually, I haven't been on a proper Budacast in quite some time either. So.
Yeah, dude, it feels good to be back. I mean, that whole moving not internet situation was fucking miserable.
Oh,
and so I had to miss like 2 casts because of that. And
it's like living in 1990, man.
Oh my god, what did people do before?
I don't know. I mean, that's
internet.
We are educators, so sometimes it is nice to get these young millennials that come in that have just had it forever, and it makes you feel old too. And you're like, oh yeah, hey, AOL and Prodigy and dial-up, and some of them are like, what the fuck are you talking about? But hey, we're here, we're ready, we're gonna do some Destiny talk. So like I said, Taken King, full expansion. I mean, they're essentially billing it as a full game, wouldn't you say? I mean, I think you can actually buy a standalone version of the Taken King, right? Yeah,
you can. The like the Legendary Edition or the Collector's Edition. The Legendary Edition comes with like the full, I guess as they're calling it, vanilla Destiny, plus their first 2 bullshit expansions, plus this actual expansion in the Taken King. And then like the Collector's Edition, you get like some armor shaders and junk like that if you really care about that.
Now, at one point in time, wasn't it around E3 where Bungie kind of got in trouble because they were essentially going to make everyone that even owns the game pretty much buy the full-priced version? Wasn't that the controversy back then? Deej or whatever on the Bungie team got some hot water.
I think some of it was like a mix-up on their part, where if you wanted to get the like the armor shaders or something, like
you're right.
Something
you're right.
ridiculous from the Collector's Edition.
Yeah, you had to buy the full. You had to buy the full Collector's Edition just to get some shaders. That's what it is.
Exactly. Like you had to drop $150 on every and like if let's face it, if you're buying the Collector's Edition of Taken King for the armor shaders, there's a pretty good chance you already have vanilla and you already have House of Wolves and Dark Below, and that's like just smacking you in the dick.
That's what it was. It was definitely they're sitting there, especially the dedicated Destiny people, the crackheads have been playing religiously. I mean, this game, love it or hate it, has turned into the new World of Warcraft for some people. I mean, and they're like, hey, what the fuck? We're your most loyal fans, and you're gonna make us essentially buy the game twice just to get this exclusive shit. So I think that's all been resolved, and it has. Yeah, you can get, as long as you just buy the Taken King, I think you get it now. But don't quote us on that. I'm pulling shit out of my ass at this point. So yeah, it's going to be a major expansion to the game, and it's really not even the Taken King that is the news with next week's update or next week's arrival of the Taken King. It's the whole 2.0 update that hit this Tuesday. It's kind of laying the groundwork for the Taken King and essentially hitting a big-ass reset button on the entire gameplay structure of Destiny. Many people have joked, yay, the beta is finally over, and I'm one of them that kind of feels that way, because let's break down some of these changes here. So we put a post up earlier in the week. It had the full patch note list from Bungie. It is massive, people. I'm telling you, can scroll
17
for days.
gigabytes on Xbox
Yeah.
One.
And just looking through, and it makes sense because if you look through all of the changes and updates and additions, like I said, I mean, you'll get blisters on your fingers scrolling on your computer to read through them all. But the big one here, the one that has me the most excited, and the one that I think most gamers appreciate that has taken place, and that is the whole change of how characters level up. All right, so back in the day during the beta, the first year beta, the only way to level up, what was it, past level 20, right? Once you hit 20?
Yep.
So essentially, once you hit level 20, you could no longer just earn regular XP to count towards your character progression. You had to go find these random pickups of loot that had this light level bullshit attached to it, and you had to get light in your gun and your armor just to increase your ranking, and it was... To me,
and as you leveled up your armor and stuff, the light leveled up with it.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough just to find the armor. You had to find the materials to put into the armor.
Oh, my God. I'm getting heartburn just thinking about it again. Because that really... I mean, I enjoyed the proper Destiny campaign. I thought the choice to remove any deep type of narrative and put him in the fucking online Grimoire cards was stupid, because I think, look at the world Bungie created with Halo. We know they're master storytellers, so fucking infuse some story into Destiny. I mean, this game is massive. It has so much potential for narrative, but they really kind of robbed it of that. But anyway, so I like that, but once you get through it, you're like, all right, what do I do now? Okay, I'll go hang out with my friends and I guess just keep ranking up. I'll get this light stuff, but as we all found out, it was nearly impossible to get light on a regular basis. I mean, even if you're doing raids or, strikes, stuff that's very difficult, you still weren't guaranteed to get anything good in your loot, which, to me, I just felt like I would rather bang my head into a wall until I passed out. Because it's like, I can grind at games. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I play game Marvel Mighty Heroes every fucking day, and all it is a grind. It's literally tapping and pointing and swiping on a smart device. So I didn't have the problem with the grinding aspect. I kind of like grinding in video games, to be honest with you. It just depends if I'm going to get rewarded for it. Sometimes I like that brain-dead gameplay. Just sit there like, XP, level up, But that was impossible in Destiny. So I was like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm not going to waste my time, spending an hour or 2 hour going on a strike every night and getting, level nothing guns and armor. So I played Destiny through the campaign, probably spent another 2 weeks with it. I really haven't touched it in full since last September. So how about you, Keith?
Oh, damn, wow. Yeah. I've had a similar love-hate relationship with it. I played pretty hardcore, and by pretty hardcore, I mean like 2 to 3 hours a night for the first 2 weeks. And, smashed out the first 20 levels within the first couple of days, because you can do that within an 8 hour sitting if you really wanted to. And then as I was going down, and I would sit down for my 2 hours, and I would have absolutely nothing accomplished, and I'd be playing,
dude.
yeah,
it's especially at our age and with the responsibilities and not having the endless amount of time to play games. When I dedicate that type of time to a game and I expect to get some sort of reward, I want to get it.
Yeah, exactly. And then what I would do is I would just, kind of come back to it for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days out of a month and, play some Crucible and maybe go on a couple strikes or something like that. I still have yet to do a single raid.
Yeah, me too. Raids weren't even around when I was playing.
Oh my God, dude, which is so unfortunate, because everything that I've heard said that the first raid, the Vault of Glass, is just a masterpiece of game design.
And that is where you fight Crota, right?
No, the Crota is the second, is the DLC raid. Vault of Glass was the first one that opened up the second or third week that Destiny was
right. Yeah, it wasn't an
up and
expansion
running
or anything. They just opened it up so you could play it.
Yeah.
So
and apparently it's this masterpiece of game design that is just so fucking well thought out and put together that it's just like, this is the game, like this is what Destiny is supposed to be, not this bullshit grind, terrible story, whatever that had been that was the main game. So I've never even done that. But the Crucible's fun. Like the gun, and what gets me about Destiny is the fact that the gunplay is still very, very good. I mean, like it's definitely a game from the people who made Halo.
Yeah, that's what always frustrated me in the first place. I'm like, I know Bungie's pedigree. So what the fuck are they doing? Why'd they make some of these choices? I mean, the whole Murder Cave last year, and they closed it down and made the statement like, we never intended for players to earn XP. That was, well, then make a game to where we do feel like we're earning XP for our time, or yes, we will find exploits like that and shoot into a cave for hours on end because we know we're going to get hooked up for our efforts.
Yeah.
But I think they obviously listened to their community, and a year later, as we've been teasing, that the 2.0 version of Destiny should be the game that we all thought it was going to be.
Oh my God, it's
in
so
2014.
good.
Yeah,
it's so good.
So have you started playing then since downloading 2.0?
Yeah. I picked it up again. I picked Destiny up again about a week ago, and I spent like I don't teach on Fridays, so
I mean, who does? Let's be honest.
People who get screwed by schedulers.
I know. I was getting emails today from work. I'm like, yo, you guys are acting like this is a work day.
Word. But so I'm just like, fuck it, man. I'm going to play some Destiny. So I woke up like 8 o'clock in the morning, plopped myself down in my living room with a huge ass mug of coffee, and just played Crucible for like 8 hours.
Damn. So you're into the whole multiplayer side of it, huh?
Oh, dude. Well, I mean, it's good. I gotta say, it is quite good.
Are you competitive? Because I know I probably would not be, and that would definitely deter me from spending 8 hours in there.
Near the end of that 8 hours, I was starting to get competitive again.
You hit your stride? Yeah.
Well, it's one of those things where it's just like, I am not bad at first-person shooters. Like, people bitch about stuff like Call of Duty and Battlefield and Halo and stuff. Like, I don't want to do the multiplayer because I'm so bad. Like, I've no offense to any of the people that do that, but like, I'm pretty fucking good. And
yeah, tell it like it is, brother.
and I've it's been that way for a long time.
Yeah.
But like with Destiny, I've barely touched it, so I'm pretty fucking terrible at Destiny, actually. Because, you know, I mean, there's these people who have, you know, been, like, my brother has put, like, 400 hours into the game.
Well, I mean, isn't it, when it comes down to FPS multiplayer, it really is about putting time into it, because it's not just...
Knowing the maps, knowing...
Yeah, that's the big thing there, is knowing the maps, the choke points, where you should be, where you shouldn't be. And then you got to rely on your Twitch skills after that.
Yeah, and it's just strategy and just being around long enough to know shit. And I mean, to a certain extent, the weapons there's this exotic hand cannon called Thorn that just fucks me up every time I run into somebody with it. It's got like bleed damage and shit like that.
Now when you get that in multiplayer, can you keep it in the campaign side or back on the...
it's the other way around. You get your shit in the campaign, and everything that you get in the campaign you use in multiplayer.
So when you spent 8 hours in Crucible, were you earning XP or building towards anything at that point, or you were just doing that for fun?
This is pretty much kind of sort of done away with. But what I was doing, the reason that I was doing that is I had set myself up with a faction of the Dead Orbit.
Yep.
And I'd already, like, when I would jump on, you know, pretty much all of last year, whatever I would be doing was going towards Dead Orbit points. So I'd get like rep with them or whatever. And so last Friday, when I just spent like 8 hours, I was just earning mad like rep with Dead Orbit and Crucible marks so that I could buy stuff with the Crucible marks from the Dead Orbit representative dude, and like finally max out my like year one potential of buying shit.
Now all that sort of goes away in 2.0, right?
It does. It's much more simplified, and
yeah, that's the other thing. I mean,
which is it's so good.
They made it so overly complex last year. Like you're saying with the factions, and you had to get this mark, that Vanguard mark, that mark, this just to buy it, and it's like, fuck. I mean,
yeah, and it's like,
why does it have to be so damn confusing? I just want to earn XP and get cool shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like if you were aligned, like when I was aligned with the Dead Orbit and like wearing their like stupid little cape thing on my hunter, that like when I would do stuff for the Vanguard, the rep wouldn't go to my Vanguard rep; it would go to the Dead Orbit rep.
Yeah.
So, like, what if I want to buy some shit from the Vanguard?
Do I have
to like?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm with you, dude. It was frustrating as all
Yeah,
hell.
but they fixed that. They fixed that, and it's better, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn on my Xbox One right now. I probably will before I go to a happy hour to at least start the download of the update.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, dude, but downloading shit on the Xbox One moves like molasses, where the PS4 it's like snappy as fuck. And my NAT's all open. I mean, I got a clean connection. It's weird. Like, installing a game on the Xbox One can take half a day. No shit.
That has always been kind of their big problem, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because, I mean, they really were the ones that were first to market with a functional online game store and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Anywho,
so all that work you did last week, then, is it for not now or?
No, because so what that did with that set me up with I had some stuff, like I had enough points to be like level 30 when the sort of the level transition went through.
Yeah.
So like the new level cap when Taken King comes out is going to be level 40. And until Taken King comes out, you're capped at 34, which was the current cap under House of Wolves.
All right.
So like if you were level 34 and you had a bunch of like exotics and other like cool badass stuff in your vault when 2.0 went live, you were going to stay level 34. And then when Taken King comes out, you have 6 more levels that you can climb. Which, if that's anything like going from level 30 to level 34, that took about 2 hours. So,
dude, I'm such a noob. I don't even know what the fuck the vaults are. Were those always in the game, or they add those in the store?
No, those were just like storage containers. Like, hey, there's a gajillion rare and exotic like pieces of armor and weapons and stuff. And if you found one but you couldn't use it, you could like put it in your vault and be like, oh hey, I'll keep it there until I'm, high enough level, or until I decide that I want to make like a warlock or a titan or whatever that can use such and I don't know. It's complicated.
Well, that's a good segue into my next thing I want to touch on, because I am someone that I jumped into the game day one. I went with a hunter. For some reason, I thought that'd be the coolest class. But after playing the Titan at E3 in the Taken King and getting that fucking Thor's hammer, I really, really want to switch my class. So,
go for it.
Should I, when I boot this thing up, I might try to do it tonight. Should I just start the new Titan and just bank on getting that super duper level boost consumable next Tuesday, or should I just continue on with my hunter?
I mean,
because let me frame it this way: I'm not someone that likes redoing shit.
Okay, why not? I guess I don't know. You could just like if you're gonna download the patch tonight, and like if you're gonna play over the weekends, then you could just dick around with your hunter for a couple of days, and then when Taken King actually comes out and gives you that like, hey, jump to level 25 consumable or whatever, you can just be like, all right, fuck it, here's my, and jump from level 0 to level 25.
Yeah, shit's stressing me out for some reason. I knew I should have went with the Titan.
You just gotta calm down, man. You gotta calm down. It's okay.
Well, I'm an idiot, because whenever it comes to class-based games, I always go for the tank. I mean, that's who I am. I'm impatient. I like to run out and just fucking punch stuff.
Then why'd you create a hunter, dude?
Exactly. That's why I'm like, dude, I'm an idiot. I forgot why. I think I liked like their power set at the beginning or some shit, or the guns they could use.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. And they're getting kind of a cool new power as well. They get that. It's like it's almost like Evolve, right, where you can shoot tethers into enemies and it holds them down to the ground or some shit. But
honestly, I have no idea.
All
I knew was that this patch was coming out. I haven't looked into any of the nonsense that's like actually gonna affect my character.
Yeah, all three classes are getting new subclasses, so they should each have 3 subclasses now. You can flip back and forth.
Yeah, good, because I'm pretty bored with the first 2 right now.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have to reflect on this one because I'm not gonna be here all weekend. I'm actually headed out to NYC tomorrow to attend a top secret gaming event in New York City on Tuesday, but I want to get on it because I'm trying to think just off the top of my head. I don't think there's any mega must-play AAA releases really happening until early October at this point.
You've got a good 2 weeks,
right?
Two or 3 weeks before anything big's coming out.
Yeah, I think that's correct. So I just wrapped Disney Infinity 3.0, which I absolutely loved. I've got Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. I'm gonna try to bust out over the weekend in New York. But after that, my plate is finally open. So
this would be the good time. This would be the really good time to do it.
Yeah, I think it is because one of my best friends, Hank the Gank. I mean, he is a Destiny crackhead, and Anna she's our resident Destiny crackhead. I mean, we did a cast maybe a month ago, and she's like, yeah, I play every day, multiple hours a day. I'm in clans. I sign up for raid time. I'm like, holy shit, girl. You are intense. Yeah. She's had the Galahorn and all the fucking crazy stuff. So I do. I feel like that kid on the outside looking in. I really do. I mean, I never got into World of Warcraft. It just, when it came out, I was just getting into my professional career with Kroger and IT. And, I was never really keen on the whole MMO thing in the first place. That's why I'm like, ooh, cool. Bungie, MMO, FPS, space setting. I'm in. But then we just, we discussed about the tragedy that was Destiny 1.0 beta, and now I'm like, fuck, I'm a loser. All my friends have amped up characters. I can't even play with them anymore because I'll just get destroyed by the AI because this isn't like Borderlands where it scales for you. I mean, you are fucked. I mean, if I try to go play...
the game won't even let you into some of the stuff that like my brother's been doing. Like I said, he's put like 400-ish hours into the game. I mean, shit, at this point, maybe he's put 400 hours into one character.
Oh, my God.
And like 300 into another.
There really is. I mean, that is, maybe clinically insane, but there is a part of me that is extremely jealous of that because I just, and we've discussed this over and over. Once you get into the industry and you're in gaming and you write about it, a lot of times the games you play and the time you had to play games are dictated by publishers and PR reps and just wanting to get content on the site. I mean, site's been up for 5.5 years now, and I can't remember the last game that I just could sync. Skyrim was probably it.
Nice.
Skyrim's the last game
that
I just dumped well over 200 hours into, and I'm not saying that I don't like spending that amount of time in games. I love spending that amount of time in games, but I mean it's just these days it's on to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. I mean it's nonstop. Within 2 weeks I've done 2 or 3 previews and a couple reviews, and it's not going to end until December really. So I am jealous of your brother. I mean, he may need to get out and get a job or something, but
he's got a job. He just came home from work and played Destiny.
Yeah, no, I'm just teasing. It's because I'm jealous and I'm trying to shame other people to make myself feel better inside. And I can't get over Marvel Mighty Heroes obsession. As much as I've tried, I can't do it. It's like
can't shake it.
It's part of my life. I mean, I wake up, first thing I do is clear my email out and then fire up 10 rounds of Mighty Heroes. 3 hours later, when all my battle energy is restored, I'll do another 10 rounds, and the process repeats for 6 days straight until they give us 1 day off, and then I'm right back to it. I mean, I'm insane, and But hey, whatever.
But hey, are you making progress?
Oh, dude, I have so many
In Marvel Mighty
I have
Heroes.
so many characters that most other people don't.
See, that's what separates that game from the first year of Destiny.
I have a level 50 Thanos.
Boom, bitch.
Yeah, so I guess I do like it, but it's just sometimes I'm like, dude, this is literally your gaming life has come down to free-to-play mobile games that you actually pay for now. You know, what do you think of yourself?
Oh, dude, did you start dumping money into those?
Yeah, I don't want to get into it, but yeah.
Okay.
It's over $100 too at this point.
All right.
The game is,
It's
I
okay.
don't know, man. It's like crap.
Matt, it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
I know. They just look so cute with their little bodies and big heads. It's the whole Funko Pop bullshit that, I mean, I need to just go see a psychiatrist. I have an obsession with the super deformed aesthetic. It's ridiculous, so. All right, so the Taken King, yeah. So you think I should be adventurous, probably load up a Titan maybe, and then give him that super duper XP power up next Tuesday, and just kind of go from there.
If you're thinking about dropping the $40 or whatever that the Taken King costs for, you know, a couple of weeks of fun goodness, yeah, I say go for it, man. I'm actually going to drop the money, I think, on Taken King, which is a big thing for me because I refused to buy the first two expansions.
Oh, see, I figured someone like you that's been playing sporadically that you'd be all on board for Taken King. You've had to have a heart to heart with yourself about it, huh?
It's $40, man. That's not. I mean, it's not something to shake a stick at. I mean, it's not a $10.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean. I don't know what I'm complaining about, but
no, I need to get a better perspective on money these days because I've kind of, you know, being a dank dual income no kids has spoiled me a bit, and you know, last week I literally spent probably $650-$700 on Star Wars shit.
Loving that Force Friday?
Dude, I mean, so fucking dumb. I returned a lot of the shit on Saturday when I looked at it. I'm like, you are a freak, dude. It's like once...
You're just like, no, I don't actually
I mean,
need this.
it's
Why?
my whole life, though. I mean, I've been collecting Star Wars figures since I can remember. I mean, I don't like the prequels, but I own every figure, and some of them I own doubles of figures because I used to think I was going to actually take them out of the packages back then. So when Force Friday comes around, I don't really collect 3 3/4 inch figures anymore. But I'm like, well, fuck it, you got to get the Star Wars Force Awakens ones because you have the 6 other movies, and then it's like, oh, there's a BB-8 plushie. Oh, there's a BB-8 Sphero ball. Oh, there's a mini Captain Phasma plushie. Oh, there's a 31-inch Kylo Ren stand-up figure. I'm like, fuck. I mean, it was retarded.
I mean, that 31-inch Kylo Ren sounds awesome.
Oh, he's badass. I got him and a new First Order Stormtrooper.
Fuck
so. Yeah, well, they also have 48-inch tall Vader and Stormtroopers, but I checked myself on that because those were $100 a pop.
And I don't even know where I would put something like that, man.
Yeah, I mean, having a house and my own little man cave definitely helps, but I mean, between my desk now and the walls behind me and my 2 kind of cubby holes with the Funko Pops, I'm definitely hitting maximum capacity. But hey, they're fun. Like, I'm looking at all my Star Wars friends right now, and I pretend that they talk to me. Hey, Kylo, what's up, buddy? Vader, how you doing? Luke. So, yeah.
Word.
It's amazing sometimes that I found a female to marry me. But whatever.
Yeah, man. All right.
So
is it time?
I think it's time, people. We just want to do a quick one to talk about it because I've shit on Destiny. I've fawned over Destiny, and now I'm back to the point going, I do want to get back into this. It's kind of like my early or late, let's say it's a late New Year's resolution I just thought about. So I think I'm going to give it a run when I get back from New York next Wednesday night. I'll probably dive into the Taken King. And we'll see where things go. Maybe I'll stick with my Hunter. Maybe I'll go for a Titan. You never know. It comes down to time and patience for me, without a doubt. So
you gotta have all 3, though.
Now, good question. Do you have just one character, or do you rotate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I only made the one character because I like I said earlier, I only had a couple hours per night and was like for the absolute longest time felt like I was making absolute zero progress. I was level 22 for like 8 months.
Oh, yeah. I mean, ugh.
Yeah. Like that is some bullshit right there. And that is enough to make me not want to play at all. And when I do play, definitely not create a new character.
Yeah. And I have it for both PS4 and Xbox One because I'm an asshole. Well, I actually got a copy from a publisher for PS4. And I know that's preferred platform, but I'm like diddly squat there. So I posed that question on social media this week, and I think everyone's right. I might as well just stick with Xbox One because I even have the 2 expansions on that platform. So
Yeah.
Xbox One it is. Here we go. Destiny 2.00 in the house, people. Get some. Or don't get some. It's up to you and if you have a job. All right, Keith, let's go ahead and kill this bad boy.
Word up.
We'll touch base in a couple weeks and see if I even played Destiny, if I was just blowing smoke up everyone's asses. But
I mean, it might be on your console.
Yeah,
It just might not have been played yet.
it totally is too. I'm actually, strangely enough, staring at the disc right now on my desk because I had it pulled out for something. So
All right.
it's saying, "Put me in. I want to download my 17 gig patch."
Oh my God.
I'm like, "Okay, buddy, I'll do it." All right, geeks. As always, it's been a pleasure spitting into my mic for you, and hopefully Keith enjoyed it as well. Don't
It was
forget,
good for me.
awesome. Don't forget, you can follow us on all the socials at MBuddha on Twitter, Entertainment Buddha on YouTube, Entertainment Buddha on Twitch. We're on Facebook, Entertainment fucking Buddha. Just go to entertainmentbuddha.com and make yourself a better fucking geek, one post at a time, because that's what we